on, there are some spots. There we go. Hey, this area's off limits while the conductor search for Princess Zelda and Link. You can't just come wandering in here like that. Link? It's you? I'm sorry, I had no idea that you had returned. Wait, if you're back, then that doesn't mean we don't need the search party anymore? Huh? You should go to Captain Haas. He's leading search efforts here from the first gatehouse up ahead. You'll find it at the very end of this road. Link? No, it can't be him. I can't allow anyone past here. This area is restricted only to those involved in the search for Princess Zelda. This is by direct order of Captain Haas. If you insist on passing, you'll need permission from the captain. You should be in the first gatehouse up at the end of this road. I am one of the people you're looking for? We've turned up nothing in here that would help us find the princess, unfortunately. Huh, you're the spitting image of Link. I bet if Captain Haas saw you, he'd be so startled he might even follow the gatehouse over there. What do you mean the spitting image? I am him. Of course I'm the spitting image. Did you come up here to help look for Princess Zelda too? Yeah, me and a few others had the same idea. We all owe a great deal to the princess. We were hoping to help anyway, but the captain is way up on top of the gatehouse there. It doesn't look like he's coming down anytime soon. We just showed up without being asked, so best to stay out of the way until we can help somehow. Whew, standing on the edge and staring in is intense. Seeing a chasm in person is far better than hearing about it. Whoa! Why would you do that? Just up and startle someone on the edge of the void. This chasm is nearly bottomless, just like all the others created by the upheaval. Personally, I do not want to hit the bottom of a nearly bottomless chasm. Even though it scares me, I can't stop staring into it. Maybe back away from the ledge. Sorry, did I startle you? I finished up the search around here and I'm ready for my next instructions. But Captain Haas is kind of an edge. I don't want to bother him. Sorry, but I'm in the middle of something. Huh? Link, is that you? You're alive and all in one piece, it looks like. Well, not quite. Does that mean Princess Zelda's safe too? What a relief. Hang on, you're alone? But you heard the princess calling out to you and you're here to help with the search. I see. Maybe I don't. I'm a little confused, but that doesn't matter right now. What matters is continuing our search for Princess Zelda. I am relieved to see you come up here and help us out though. We needed some good news. The sheer amount of gloom has gotten overwhelming. Our work carries on, but we've been a bit dead in the water. Captain, it's Princess Zelda! Princess Zelda, she's safe! Wait, what? You saw that too, Link? You saw Princess Zelda turn into that light and fly off, right? How strange. This is an emergency situation. Why would you leave without saying a word to us? We need to let Pura know about this as soon as possible. Considering what we just witnessed, I think it makes sense for us to withdraw, but it will take a bit. Please, you must tell Pura about what happened here as soon as possible. Princess Zelda dissipating into light. I don't understand. Oh yeah, then you know, she does that all the time. How would one safely get down from here? There was some commotion up above just now. I wonder what that was about. Maybe they found a weapon that was still intact. Nah, that would be unbelievable. Hey, it's a new face. During the upheaval, all the weapons, swords, spears, claymores, you name it, suddenly decayed. I've explored many regions in search of weapons that might still be intact. I found none. At this point, I'd be surprised if there were any intact weapons left in Hyrule. They're also a real pain to repair, so the best thing to do is strengthen them. A torch. Let's not fall down in the name of taking a shortcut. Where do you think you're going? You're not permitted in there. But I'm a Link. Huh, you gotta be kidding me. Princess Zelda flew off, did she? You're a funny one. But no matter how funny you think you are, you're not getting through. Can you open the gate for me? I'm sure we could do that, but... Wait, if you can do that, what's the point of keeping the gate closed? Oh hey, it's you again. Oh, it's you. Thanks for your help earlier. I'm putting President Hudson here too. But I can't stand here forever. I've got so many more signs to spread around. I don't know what else to do. What? Are you going to support him? How's the president standing? That was brilliant. I would have never thought of it. Oh, right. Let's get him secured while he's still standing. Just put this right there, get that fastened, and... Perfect! With your help, President Hudson is now standing proudly and firmly in place. It fills my heart with joy to see him doing so well on his own. Take this with my thanks. Another 20 rupees. Also, you must be hungry after all that hard work, huh? Veggie rice balls. But I still don't feel like I've thanked you enough. Premium collection, a sleepover ticket, a lodging voucher for a regular stable bed, a reward for collecting pony points. Spend it at a stable to get some rest and recover from the fatigue of travel. Now I can go to other places to put up more signs. And with that, I'm off. Hi, Pura. Link, well, did you find anything?
Huh?
You're telling me Princess Zelda was at the castle, and then she transformed into light and flew off? I gotta say, your stories are always so wild, but if you're telling me that's what you saw, then I've got to believe it. Sounds like we need to change our approach. Since the princess flew off, maybe we should redirect our efforts and dig into the upheaval. For now, at least. I've already got a few regions in mind to start exploring. I bet we'll pick up clues about where she flew off to as we look around. Oh yeah, you've still got the Pura pad, right? Can I see it for a sec? It's a little worse for wear, but it seems to be functioning fine. Map. Aha. Alright, I forgot that before we can look at your overall map of Hyrule, we need to add more map data from right around Lookout Landing. And for that, we need our Skyview Tower. Joshua, what's the status of the Skyview Tower right now? Let me see. Outwardly, the structure looks to be complete. Oh, but the travel point is still undergoing final adjustment. The travel point needs tweaking. Sounds like I better get cracking. Sorry about this, Linky. I'll fix it up quick, so just hang tight. In the meantime, why don't you rest up? You must be pretty tired. The emergency shelter is just a spot for you. It has 3 beds and a kitchen, so it's well stocked for getting some rest and rejuvenating yourself. If you want more info, talk to the soldier who's watching over everything from the center, right where the emergency shelter entrance is. If you need clothing for your travels, you should go to Mub's shop. I'll be over by our Skyview Tower, so when you're ready to head out, just let me know.
Yeah.
Alright, Joshua, let's work on our final preparations for the tower. I'll handle the travel point. Joshua, you're in charge of the switch. Alright, Doc. You can count on me. Sorry, I'm a bit busy with work right now. Link! Well, what a relief. I was seriously worried about you. Where have you been anyway? Sorry for the excitement. I'm just happy you're back. I've been sorting out whether or not I can build a mini stable in Lookout Landing. Lester has come here to care for the horses, so I'd help him out a lot if he had a proper stable. The project would likely take me a while to complete, but once it's done, you'll be able to take full advantage. Don't touch that. The well is still under construction, so please steer clear for now. If you fell in, it'll be a whole thing. Oh, but that is just exploring.
Hey!
Welcome. It's your first time in my store, right? It's the only place to shop here in the Lookout Landing. I know it looks a little thrown together, but I stock a nice selection of goods. I ran a store back in my hometown, so I hope you'll support my place here. Your hometown?
Oh.
I come from a small fishing town called Lurlin Village. It's way to the south on the southeastern corner of Hyrule. It used to be a peaceful place too. Then the pirates arrived. I used to run the village's general store, but when those pirates arrived, I had to grab all the goods I could carry and run. I don't know how it's going there now. I hope I can return someday, but for now I'll just keep selling as much stuff as I can. Please let me know if there's anything you'd like. Anything else you need?
Oh.
Jerry, thank you so much for contributing to the community challenge. Good morning. How are you doing?
Oh. Ah.
Not sure what else I should sell. For now, that will do.
Ah.
Hylian tunic, Hylian trousers, and Hylian hood. I'll get the hood because I don't have any. So, whip.
Ah.
Can buy the tunic, I do have enough money.
Ah.
And unfortunately I don't have enough for the trousers, but I should be able to tell you something quick. Still trying to wake up, Jerry? That is fine. You take all the time that you need.
Oh. Ah.
Alright, that should be enough.
Ah. Oh. Ah.
Although, I have less cold resistance now. Maybe I should have kept my trousers. I mean, I can always just put them back on. Huh? What? Is that really you? Link, you've returned! Such a relief to see that you're safe. Oh, let me introduce myself. I'm Growlins, head of the monster control crew. It's our job to keep the monsters at bay as best as we can throughout Hyrule. Aside from that, we've been assisting in the search for Princess Zelda, whose whereabouts are unknown. I'm glad you've returned safely, but I am gravely concerned about the princess. I'm holding out hope that the monster control crew brings back some good news. They're searching the castle for her now. I see. Princess Zelda ascended into the sky above Hyrule Castle and then vanished. What a very strange thing. All the same, it's a relief to hear she's alive. Well then, with that information, the monster control crew will resume our original duty of subduing the monsters. Of course, if you come across any info regarding the princess, I will report it immediately to Pura. I've assembled strategies and personal information at our headquarters in the emergency shelter. There you'll find folks with an intimate understanding of Hyrule's geography as well. If any of that is relevant to you, I encourage you to take the time to stop by. Alright everyone, it's time to move out. Flaxel Squad. For now, I'm positioning you in the south of Hyrule. Proceed to Faron. There are pirates running rampant in that area, so sweep the coast thoroughly. We're counting on you. Yeah, this is the lookout place. I think you've caused quite a stir since you arrived here. Huh, people do fuss, don't they? If this is your first visit, talk to that soldier in the center of our little fort. Or were you hoping to register a horse? We're still getting things together on that front, so I'm afraid you'll have to hold your horses a while longer. Be sure to bundle up if you're going to Hebra. The cold over there is intense. It's like a little base of operations. Hi, sorry, but I'm busy at the moment. I'll have to talk to you between swings. You never know when monsters will pop up, so I take my training very seriously. You might have noticed, but each sword handles differently, so it's wise to try different types to get used to the feel. If you know their handling and practice plenty, the fact that they're decayed won't matter so much. Well, it does matter to me, the fact that they're decayed. Glad to have you back, Link. My name is Scorpus. I have been charged with managing Lookout Landing. If you have any questions about the place, any at all, come right to me. I will answer as best as I can. Now please allow me to open up the emergency shelter.
You!
Hey, it's me. Open up. This underground vault used to be an emergency shelter for the royal family. Now we're making constant use of it. Feel free to make yourself at home in our vault. Use any equipment you want. So you're Link, huh? Some of the soldiers were just telling me. The simple man from Lurlin, I'm a little starstruck. I don't see a lot of celebrities back home. Lurlin Village. It's a fishing town in East Nakluda, far to the southeast. It used to be a popular resort thanks to its sandy-wet beaches and gorgeous views of the sparkling sea. Then we got attacked by pirates. Now no one's living there, let alone running the shops. Well, listen to me getting all gloomy. There's an upside. If not for the pirates, my wife and I wouldn't have come here. I should just shut my trap and enjoy the charms of Lookout Landing. No matter where you go, goddess statues look the same. I find that comforting. Link, right? You really are that Link guy, aren't you? I heard folks talking about you and your face matches the one on the poster. Oh, sorry, you wanted a bed, yeah? You can go ahead and take whatever empty bed you like. Nap and sleep, talking is particularly audible here, so you probably want a bed a little farther from him. His physical condition has been deteriorating ever since he investigated one of the chasms. That's despite how long he's been back, which has been quite a while. He still hasn't made much of a recovery. The upheaval created massive openings across the land known as chasms. In fact, there's one nearby just beneath Hyrule Castle and another to the south of Lookout Landing. But if you go plumbing those depths, you'll come across plenty of gloom. Touch that stuff and your health will take a turn for the worse. Anyway, there's a young girl named Joshua who's been heading up investigations into the chasms. Despite her age, she's been leading the charge. Very remarkable, if you ask me. No, not going near chasms anymore. Nasty glue. It's everywhere, making everyone sick, making me sick. Glad I ate that yellow plant stuff from the gloom specialist. Any more gloom and I'll be canoeing down all that river. Worked my tail off for Joshua. He'd run circles around Paran Robbie. He loves research. Me, I'm sick to death of chasm research. At least I'm starting to feel better, but I think I'll lie low and lie here. Hey, I know that face, and any face I know is the face of a friend. Please, Link, help yourself to anything in this shelter. It's all yours to use as you fit. But don't you dare go making a mess of this place and kicking up dust. I spent so much time cleaning in here, and there's still endless amounts of dust. Where does all this dust even come from, anyway? Hello, and thank you for your hard work, Link. I appreciate you taking the time to visit the Monster Control HQ. Recently, Pura asked that we suspend our involvement in the search for Princess Zelda. So we've resumed our primary mission to hunt down the monsters that have been running rampant since the upheaval. All 3 squads are out on expeditions at the moment. They've been sharing updates with us, though. Haz's squad, Torrent's squad, and Flax's squad of the monster control crew are taking down monsters all across Hyrule. Haz's squad is hunting monsters in Hyrule Field to the south of Lookout Landing. If you see them there, do me a favor and help them out, please. Want to know the whereabouts of any other squad? Torrent's squad is on the north side of that mountain in Eldin. They're heading for a cave discovered at Lake Darman, which used to be a lava lake but has since stopped flowing. They're taking out the monsters nesting in the cave, so if you see them there, do me a favor and help them out. Flax's squad is hunting monsters in Farron to the south. They're aiming to subdue the pirate ship on the Minot River to the south of Lake Hyla, which is west of Highland Stable. If you see them, help them out. Alright, thank you, Clarence. I've told that your skill in swordplay is unmatched. If you ever stumble into one of our squads during your travels, please lend your legendary skill swordplay. Apparently they're legendary, and yet I had to learn how to strafe and dodge and jump away from a shrine. Oh, it's you, Link. Pardon me for being lost in my work here. This map tends to get all my attention. Are you interested in the different people of Hyrule and where they live? That's my entire field of study. When I'm out on a deployment with the monster control crew, I spend hours poring over our maps. As such, I'm the most knowledgeable in Lookout Landing about Hyrule's various people and their towns and villages. Aside from us Highlands, there are 4 other people here in Hyrule. The Rito, the Goron, the Zora, and the Gerudo. Each live in a different area and have their own unique traits, whether it's soaring the sky or feasting on rocks. We Hylians also live in villages that reflect our unique cultures. The Sheikah are renowned for their wisdom. In fact, our most prolific researchers are among them. The leader of Lookout Landing, Kura, is from the Sheikah tribe. Hyrule has 8 major places that its various people call home. Lookout Landing is located here in central Hyrule. Up northwest of here, there's Rito Village in Hebra. Then there's Gerudo Town, that's located in the southwest in the Gerudo region. You'll find Goron City to the northeast in Eldin. Travel a bit further east and you'll come across Turi Town in Akala. Not too far from there is Zora's Domain, that's within the Lanaryu region. Continuing the southeast Hyrule, you'll come across a cluster of Hylian villages. These are within an area called Necluda. In that cluster, you'll find Kakariko Village, where the Sheikah live. I hear the village leader is quite lovely. If you're seeking a tranquil spot, Hateno Village is worth a visit. I also hear it's become Hyrule's center of fashion. Finally, there's Lurlin Village. It's a wonderful getaway destination. Many of the aforementioned towns and villages have been deeply affected by the upheaval. Removing even a fraction of the monsters helps soothe the people of Hyrule, then that's what we'll do. Our monster control crew is on patrol each day, gathering information from everyone, everywhere. I work with the monster control crew, tasked with protecting everyone from monsters. There's been an uptick in their population since the upheaval, but I'm not really the most skilled in combat. Instead, I use my knowledge of the areas to help determine where we should make deployments. There's been an increase in the number of unfamiliar monsters since the upheaval as well. Be careful out there. What's the point of trying to control monster population if, they just respawn with a blood moon? Oh hey, is that you, Link? I've been nose down, so I don't know what's happening around me half the time. This is pretty involved, so I'm going to keep sitting here while I wrench on this. You might have heard, but when the upheaval happened, all of the weapons decayed. I've poured so much energy into trying to fix them, but it's been no use. Yeah, just before the upheaval, gloom began pouring out of the ground. It clung to the weapons, pulsing as if alive. It watched as the weapons rotted to pieces right before our eyes. It was all pretty wild, and I don't understand how it happened. At a time when Hyrule Castle can float, I have given up trying to make sense of most things. Oh yeah, in case nobody has mentioned yet, you're welcome to the weapons over there. Though they probably won't be much use to you since they're, you guessed it, decayed. Hey, are you new here? You may scoff, but I know a fresh face when I see one. I can say that because I'm a newcomer too. My name's Romano, and they put me in charge of cooking for some reason. I want to say something fancy like, for today's menu we have a fruit and mushroom mix that'll rev you right up. Yeah, I was really looking forward to seeing that, but I am plumb out of apples. If I don't have have my most important ingredient, say goodbye to rich, full flavor. My nose is detecting an aroma. A sweet, tangy, pleasant aroma. Could it be? Do you have an apple? Wow, you're really generous. I'm giving you first crack at some grub. Hold on a sec. Where is Tia? She was here before. But she might either be busy at work, just lurking, or just waiting to clock off. I'm calling it Bormano's special fruit and mushroom mix. Looks tasty, doesn't it? I like to make a big deal out of it, but anyone can make it. All you need is an apple, a mushroom, and a pot. You should try making some. Okay. An apple, a mushroom, and a pot. Today in the Lucky Clover Gazette, mysterious shrines appear all over the world overnight. Shrines appear everywhere due to shifts caused by the upheaval. Or as their leader, the Zonai survey team begins thorough investigations the world over. Guess this paper is a little old. Remnants from the Zonai civilization have started popping up all over. This calls for the Zonai survey team. Well, it should call for that, but instead they've got me hanging out here until further notice. I even spent loads of hours memorizing everything in the Zonai survey team book over there. Guess the best thing to do now is to stay on top of the news in each region, so I'm even more prepared when the call comes. Freezing temperatures bring feathery shivers to Rito. Rito are all over the newspaper lately. They live out in the Hebra region, if I recall. It's in the snowfields of northwest Hyrule. Some surveyors grouse about going there because of how cold it is, when all they need to do is bring proper gear and supplies for cold resistance, and go to the Rito Inn to sleep on a luxurious fluffy down bed. I know it's important to be on standby here, but I wish they'd send me out on a survey already. It is the same Hyrulean script, and yet it's so different from our modern language. I still have a lot to learn. Don't tell me, based on your stature, physique, and distinctive right arm, you must be Link. Am I right? Pura has told me so much about you. Wordsworth. Are you related to Wordsworth, though, the poet? I'm Wordsworth. My research specialty is ancient Hyrulean. And by ancient Hyrulean, I don't mean the text found in the Ring ruins, but something different. It's what we call the language used at the time of Hyrule's founding. Our modern language is built on that foundation. These books here are written in that ancient tongue. They look like gibberish to your average Hyrulean. Are you curious about ancient Hyrulean? I don't have anything to show you as things stand now. I'm sure I'll someday have results posted and ready for all to see at the lab in Kakariko Village. Read the Zonai Survey Team 3 Big Idea. The mysterious ruins that appeared due to the upheaval, with strange dome-like protrusions, were calling shrines. They are believed to be from the Zonai civilization, but exact details regarding these shrines are unknown. When observing shrines, as well as fallen ruins, take note of their shape, the sky above, and the surrounding environment. Large holes appearing all over the world after the upheaval. They release gloom and are known as chasms. Gloom is physically harmful to people. Direct contact should be avoided. If the effects of gloom are making you feel ill, evacuate from the chasm immediately. Before entering any chasm, be sure to ask permission from Joshua, the leader of the chasm surveys. We of the Zonai survey team were founded and tasked by Princess Zelda to study ruins and ancient documents. Through the lens of archaeological understanding, it is her hope that we will uncover the deep history of Hyrule. Due to the upheaval, many ruins from the Zonai civilization came crashing down from the sky. We have known very little of the Zonai, but we may now have evidence that their culture once flourished in the sky above. Our chief executive is Tauro, the first individual in the world to find a clue to deciphering Zonai scripts. Our current surveys are wholly focused on learning more about the Zonai civilization. Research results are shared out to specialists at the base in Kakariko Village. I did take a video of her, but my dad is in the shot, so I'm not posting it. Link, welcome, welcome. Call me Monte. You'll find me employed as the gatekeeper of this fine establishment. This is the emergency shelter where all are welcome. Please stay as long as you like. Indeed, this place was originally used by the royal family as a safe haven in times of need. It's quite old, so we've been fixing it up as we go, you see. At this point, we've stockpiled some supplies, and I find it to be downright cozy. I, Monte, have been tasked with the illustrious duty of watching the entrance of this renowned emergency shelter. My tasks involve taking orders from my superiors regarding when to open or shut the entryway. A noble task indeed. Watch your footing when using the ladder. If only one could go straight to the ceiling rather than using a tiresome ladder. But I digress. until morning. No, sorry, Jerry. Don't worry. There'll be plenty more, opportunities. Okay? I mean, I hope so anyway. The thing is, she likes swimming close to us. So... And I only took like a short 1-minute video of her as soon as my father went into the sea. Then she just jumped and joined him. And then I just took the video of them swimming together so I could post it on the family chat. And then I joined them. And I didn't leave the sea for an entire hour, after which we just all dried and went home. So we were there at 7. By 9 we were home. It's not cold. No, not at all. The sea has already warmed up. If I put this here, then that goes there. No, that's not quite it. That should do it. Hey, Link, you all set? I just wrapped up here myself. Travel point is working fine now, or it will be once you do your part.
Hey!
We're ready, Joshua. Pull the switch.
Hey!
Oh, you tried swimming in the lake? Freezing, huh? I'd imagine so. Now, the Mediterranean is generally warmish, even in winter compared to the north of Europe. It stays warmer than other areas, right? Doesn't take long at all to warm up in summer, like when summer starts. All of the Skyview towers have now been activated.
Yeah.
Okay, Link, your turn. Go hold the poor pad over the terminal. Alright, the Skyview Tower is now active on your map. That means you can now use this travel point to get here at any time instantly. The same is true for every Skyview Tower you add to your poor pad. Impressive, right? The Skyview Towers are about more than just traveling quickly. Their primary function is to survey the area, or more simply put, to make a map. The poor pad works with the Skyview Tower and scans the topography directly onto the map. Pretty great, huh? Only thing is, you need a paraglider when you're scanning. It takes a lot of skill, and nobody here had what it takes. To be honest, that's where we haven't tested this out yet. We needed you. Which brings us to this. Finally, we have our paraglider. Right, it's showtime. Let's start with a test scan. Now it's time for our very first test launch. I mean, our first test. Step over there into the circle and find me afterward, alright? I'll be observing from the research lab.
Yeah.
When the test scan is over, we'll have a final briefing on the search for Princess Zelda. And I'll also need to update your map with the places where the upheaval has wreaked the most havoc. Best of luck. Yes, she is. is this? Why exactly the hands need to hold us? What in all that is holy? What? That's one way to scan. Pura. We need words. Surface map updated. Sky map updated. We're still falling. Of course we're still falling. Welcome back. That was some good gliding up there, Link. I expected nothing less. So, how did it go? Did you get a proper map scan? Good. That map is crucial to our search. There are Skyview towers in every region in the world. You'll want to make a point of visiting them all. Right, let's talk about the upheaval. It's affected more than just a castle. Reports of other strange phenomena have been coming in from all over Hyrule. Let's take a look at your map. The first report comes from Hebra to the northwest. Next up is Eldin to the northeast. The Gerudo are reporting trouble in the southwest. Finally, there's Lanariu to the east. The strange phenomena are concentrated in these four regions. I can't say for certain, but I've got the nagging suspicion that we might find out more about Princess Zelda by looking into these phenomena. Hey, Doc, I don't know if this is helpful, but I heard something weird the other day. It was about someone who might have seen Princess Zelda at Rito Village over in Hebra recently. That is pretty weird, yeah. Generally speaking, I don't put much stock in hearsay, but this does sound like it's worth looking into. Oh, and before I forget, Link, we've asked the Lucky Clover Gazette to help us in the search for Princess Zelda. There's nobody who knows more about the goings-on in Hyrule than them. You'll find them near the entrance to Rito Village. If you go there, you should speak with the editor. I'm sure she could help out in some way too. I'll be here directing a variety of investigations into the upheavals, many chasms, and new ruins. I'll also be looking into different villages. Someone, somewhere, might know what's happened to the princess.
Yeah.
I'm counting on you to check out the major phenomena that are troubling regions around Hyrule, Link. We'll find Princess Zelda one way or another. You will have to, yes. At least for the moment, Jerry. Sorry, I can talk now. There's something I gotta discuss with Goggles right away about our research into the chasms. Let's talk later. Who's Goggles? Wait a minute. What do you think you're doing? Joshua needs that for her chasm research. Don't touch any of it without her permission. I'll get in big trouble if you do. Swordsman? That's where I keep my research materials. Please, hands off, okay? Pad instruction manual. Oh, it's you. You know, that pad of yours may seem perfect, but it could be even more perfect. I'll need to head back to the lab when Josh has got the depths investigation sorted out. Come on, Goggles. Are you even listening to me? Oh, yes. Sorry, you were saying. I was saying that I want to go investigate the depths. Look, if you're not going to listen to me, I'll go and jump into a chasm myself. No way, no how. You can't do that. The depths are far too vast for you to explore on your own, and we've only barely begun to look into them. I'd love to go gallivanting around down there too. Who knows what wonders are at the bottom of those chasms? But no matter how wondrous they may be, it's far too dangerous for you. I'm not about to allow our young prodigy to go wandering around somewhere so unknown, so foul. If anything were to happen to Pearl's favorite student, it'll be the end for me. The end! But I need more on that figure. If we have more info on it, then it should help us better understand the depths. What figure? Oh, swordsman. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave you out of the conversation. Joshua, head of depths research.
Yeah.
Let me get you up to speed. Our survey team brought back some artifacts from a journey into the depths. One of them caught my eye. This piece of slate, specifically the image depicted on it. See that figure standing on two legs with one arm raised up? Well, I have a theory. I think it could be evidence that mysterious people once lived in the depths. That's why I want to go down there, so I can see if there are any more depictions like this one. I want to see for myself. But Goggles here says it's too dangerous and he won't let me go. Joshua, come on now. Tell you what, I'll go down there myself and see if I can find anything about the figure on that slate. And Link will join me. We'll start by looking for anything down there that resembles the figure on the slate. Assuming we find what we're looking for, we'll use your poor pet's camera to take a picture of it for Joshua. Perfect plan. You don't know about the camera. It's one of the poor pet's basic features. With the camera, you can capture nearby scenery as an image, one that's stored in your pad there. Sounds like you still have more to learn about the poor pet. Well then, I'll teach you how to take pictures, once we're down there anyway. There will be lots of monsters in the depths though, so I'll be counting on you to keep me safe. Let's see. I guess we should enter through the chasm to the south of Lookout Landing. I'll go on ahead. Once you're ready and ready to go, you can find me there. Ta-ta!
What?
Wait, hang on! Looks like he's gone. I'm sorry he got roped into all of this, swordsman. Goggles means well, but when he wants to help me, he leaves before he looks. But here, maybe this will help you out at least. 10 bright bloom seeds. Oh, and take this too. 5 arrows. Chasms are pretty deep, so light from the surface doesn't make it down there. Pitch black. But if you attach a bright bloom seed to an arrow and shoot it, it'll light up the area. Definitely a useful trick down there. Okay, you'll want to head straight out Lookout's Landing southern gate. You'll find the chasm Goggles used just outside. I don't know too much about how your camera works, but I'm counting on you to bring me that picture. Oh, and please look after Goggles for me. Oh, this has opened up. Royal Claymore, a large sword now decayed issued to the royal family's guard. It's tuned for skilled users and yields a powerful flurry rush during a perfect dodge. Just casually appearing in the shelter. Upwards though. Only upwards. there's a shrine over there, so go to it. I will, of course, take the honey. The bees will simply have to deal. Oh, is this the chasm that I need to get to? That's already pinned on the map. Hi there, welcome to Rolling Pastures. Not a fan of this weather, are you? Rain seems to make everyone upset, but not me. I found the sound of it soothing. Besides, there are some animals who only come out when it's raining, and the plants need that moisture. Now, how about sampling some of Hateno's village's finest? Milk, butter, carrots, tomatoes.
Ooh.
Hi.
Sorry, I'm a little preoccupied to deal with travelers right now. That's what you are, right? A traveler? It isn't safe here. Captain Hawes' squad of the monster control crew is going to engage the monsters around here soon. I bet you by now they've already locked in combat with the monsters at the lair to the south. I'm going to stop you if you want to go watch the sparks fly, but at least take some precautions. Link makes ready use of the jump slash, leaping into the air and swinging his weapon down with a practiced ease. All crew members should be diligent in their daily training and aspire towards that level of mastery. Captain Hawes. This is how we learn how to do a jump slash? Interesting. You have to read about it. Actually, it's an attack that we should already know, but, you know, we have to learn about it. Hey there, you're a bit late, huh? Oh, you're not a member of the monster control crew. Sorry, we just formed, so I'm not overly familiar with everyone's faces. As we speak, a squad of the monster control crew, led by Hawes, is carrying out a mission nearby. If you go south on that road, you can see them in action. They're assaulting a monster stronghold. I'm just here for logistical support, tending to the horses, making elixirs. Come to think of it, I did make some extra elixir. Why don't you take some? Might come in handy during your travels. Tasty. Alright. Candidly, I'm a little worried about this mission. The new members didn't get much in the way of training. I wish someone with experience finding monsters was there to help out. Hey traveler, I'd stay away from that stuff if you care about your health. Folks are calling it gloom. If you got any on you, you'll start losing your strength like it's sapping your life away. I touched some gloom while poking around in the depths, and now look at me. The worst of it will recover on its own, little by little, so long as you're on the surface. But while you're in the depths, you won't recover at all. I thought I was going to die down there. Some investigation leader I turned out to be. This is just pitiful. I don't like seeing Deval working all alone in the rain. Alright, let's get through the shrine. Speaking of shrine, let me just see what's up there. And then I'll go on a tea break because all this talking has really parched me. Dried out my throat. Hiya. Shape rotation. Alright, got another hasty elixir. Seems as if I'm going to be needing it. let's pause here. Let's go on a 5 to 10 minute tea break, and then we'll continue on with exploring our first chasm and see what that is all about when we return. I will see you all soon.